My movie for the class has been chosen as Breathless, and it was developed and made in the year of 1960. It was also directed by Jean-Luc Godard, and it was a French film that had a small hint of American style throughout the whole entire movie. It is something that was not noticeable at the moment the movie started, but it was very noticeable to me, and it was something that gathered my attention to the fullest potential at the start of the movie. Michael is the main character in this movie, and he is a wandering criminal. He also has an American girlfriend, and her name is Patricia. Patricia ends up being behind the whole reason of him being shot from the start of the movie. So prior to this, Michael had shot and killed a police officer. So then he turns to Patricia and was kind of wanting to hide away from the police. Well, she does hide him in her apartment, and later we find out that, or later she did find out that he was hiding, and so she told him that she was done with it. And she later betrays him at the end of the movie on how he was still shot. Some chapters that we covered in class that played a humongous role into this movie were first sound. Sound played a huge role throughout this whole movie. We had moments where the sound got so quiet, but then we had other moments that it got so loud. Well, when it got quieter and softer, it kind of was in a big picture. When it got darker, it was more focused on either maybe Patricia or maybe Michael or maybe the other characters that played major roles into this movie. Lighting was the second one that I noticed that was humongous in this movie. Yes, the movie was made when it was black and white. Well, they still were able to incorporate it being darker or lighter within the black and white. When they made it darker, you kind of got left on the edge of your seat, not knowing what was going to happen next. But when it was lighter, you almost automatically knew what was going to happen. There's going to be a link attached to my PowerPoint that I'm going to put with the video. The link that is seen with the PowerPoint is one of the most accurate styles of the French filmmaking, and what they used. The scene showed Michael rubbing his lip, and that was towards the beginning of the movie. But they ended that with the same exact scene while Michael was laying on the ground, but this time it was Patricia rubbing her lip, and it was more of a wink-wink moment that allowed us to make sure that we caught that small moment at the beginning of the movie, that we caught it all the way through the end of the movie. The movie was also in French, so it was a little difficult at times to follow the subtitles. There were times that I had to back it up a couple seconds and make sure that I was piecing the scene of the movie and the subtitles correctly to make the movie make sense. The movie had historical moments, and it was more just of the general idea of historical moments in the year of 1960. It showed how men and women interacted with each other, that soon they did fall in love like Michael and Patricia did. I expected the movie to play out in a different way, and so it played out in a mystery / criminal, and that's where the criminal genre was able to be tied into it.